Hey there, and welcome to the Guitar Tricks channel. My name is Anders, and I'll be your host today. Before we get started, do yourself a favor and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future lessons. First, let me start you off with the tip of the week. My tip this week is to use a headstock tuner. Headstock tuners come in all brands, shapes, and sizes, and they're highly affordable. I don't fully recommend them for live use, but they're perfect for any guitar that you keep in your home, since they can just live on your headstock. In today's lesson, we're going to continue to demystify the concept of open tunings. Because once again, the concept is to figure out what's easy to play in each of these open tunings, and that's what they were made for, not to adapt everything you already know in standard tuning. And this applies to any open tuning, but in this lesson we're going to explore how it works with the open G tuning. And the open G tuning is the same as the open A tuning, only down a whole step. So first let's go from standard to the open G tuning. And the first thing you want to do is tune your low E string down a whole step. And the best thing is to use a chromatic tuner, but you can also use the 12th fret harmonic and the open D string for reference. Next thing, you tune your A string down a whole step. And again, you can use your tuner, or you can use the 12th fret harmonic of the A string and match that to the open G string. The D, G, and B strings stay where they are, so that's a really good thing to remember if you ever have to take a solo in this tuning. The high E string goes down a whole step as well, and you can use the 12th fret harmonic, the D string, and then match the open string to that. So now our tuning is D, G, D, G, B, and D. And the open strings spell out G major chord. Now once again, trying to use any of the things you already know in standard tuning would be very difficult and completely beside the point. So let's instead try and figure out what's easy to do in this tuning. And once again, we know that we can play our major chords with just one finger. And once again, that also means this is the reason that open tunings are popular for playing slide guitar. But that's not where we're going to go today. So let's instead keep looking at our one finger chords. And this of course works anywhere on the neck, but let's just grab our D chord here in the 7th fret. And now you have your two great notes right under your 3rd finger on the D and the G string. On the B string, the good note is on your 2nd finger. And if you combine that 3rd finger on the D string with your 2nd finger on the B string, you get your 4 chord. Which of course you can use as the actual 4 chord instead of moving your 1st finger. Or you can just use it as a riff idea. And notice that this is exactly the same as you saw it in the open D tuning, only it's up a string set, meaning down towards the floor. You also notice that I'm muting the low E string throughout it all, because our root note is on the A string. Now since we happen to be in D, you could actually use it, but if you were in C it wouldn't work as well. And this is why one of my all-time favorite guitar players, Keith Richards, sometimes just removes the low E string. But it's also okay just to mute it, because it can come in handy. Another fun trick you can do is to use this double stop right here. For some bluesy tension. That's just the 3rd finger on the D string that we already had. And then the bluesy note is with your pinky up 4 frets from the bar on the G string. Now the idea is once again that you think of the open G tuning as an option or as a tool that's available to you whenever you have a song where these chords might work. A song that doesn't have many more complicated chords or melody lines that you have to play. Fortunately, as I mentioned before, there's no shortage of cool rock and blues songs with just basic major chords, and that's why the open tunings are so useful and popular. Not for playing all the stuff you already know in standard tuning. And of course, there are a million more things to do in this tuning, but this is a really good place to start. And finally, remember once again that the open G tuning is the same as the open A tuning, only down a whole step. So now you know how to use 2 more open tunings. And that's it for this week's channel episode. I hope you're excited to go explore the open G and A tuning some more on your own. And if you haven't already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button for more great videos, and feel free to like or share this lesson with all of your friends. Have fun with it. I'll see you next time.